Harry Kane and Victor Osimhen are the dream striker targets for Man United, but deals for either would be complicated. That sounds like an awful night out, and, thankfully, Levy and De Laurentiis are not in the same social circles. Levy is a part owner of Tottenham, De Laurentiis is the Napoli owner, and their similarities probably end with their knack to drive hard bargains. Both Levy and De Laurentiis are infamously tricky negotiators in football, and, unfortunately for Manchester United, they will ultimately have the last say on the futures of Harry Kane and Victor Osimhen. It's no secret that Erik ten Hag wants a striker, and he's been described as obsessed with the prospect of signing Kane, while it's understood Osimhen, who scored 31 goals this season, is another high on the shortlist at Old Trafford. With the exception of Erling Haaland, Kane and Osimhen were the deadliest strikers in Europe this season, and it's no surprise they're being considered by United, but a deal for either player is expected to be difficult to complete. Although Kane is heading into the final year of his deal and it would be logical to cash in now, Levy would rather risk him leaving on a free transfer in 2024 than sanction a departure for his golden goose to a Premier League rival. Levy is notorious for dragging out negotiations, and he won't entertain the thought of Kane leaving. Kane would be the dream signing, and he feels like a perfect fit for United, but the club are reluctant to play games, and a line will be drawn in the sand sooner rather than later, suggesting Levy could win again. If Kane, who is yet to win a trophy at 29 years old, has an ounce of ambition, he will privately demand a move away this summer and increase the heat on Levy in negotiations. It's understood United are already operating under the assumption he won't be sold, and perhaps momentum could build behind Osimhen. There are obviously other strikers actively being considered, like Rasmus Højlund, who has spoken with Ten Hag on multiple video calls, but the Atalanta forward is 20 years old and he might not yet be polished enough to start consistently for United. Liverpool could not deal with Osimhen in November, and Virgil van Dijk will be desperate not to re-oppose him in the Premier League. There is always an element of risk when paying a large transfer fee for a player taking their first steps into the Premier League, and it's thought Osimhen would cost around £100 million, but he's got the attributes to hit the ground running. De Laurentiis is the obvious stumbling block to overcome, just like Levy at Tottenham. The Italian is equally difficult, and he began to play games at a press conference on Monday night when suggesting Osimhen's contract could be extended. There has been no official confirmation of De Laurentiis' claim of Osimhen extending his contract to 2027, and it seems a reference to a verbal agreement with the player. However, De Laurentiis' assertion that bids for Osimhen will be considered is reason enough for United to be optimistic and should be viewed as an invitation to table a bid.